Some believe everyone's destiny was chosen by the gods. Others believe life is all up to chance. I believe it's more like wool socks, a knitting together of chance and destiny by your great-great-grandmother given to you on your birthday instead of the pet almirage you wanted since you were a wee one. Don't get me wrong, I love my family's call to protect and serve the Elderworld, but there's a reason I go by Ethe and not Fia Orla Oshlin, the daughter and heir of the ancient Druidic, blah, blah, blah. I've always felt me whole life has been planned out for me, you know. Me da always tells me that life is as fun as you make it. So naturally, I like to make mine a 10-layer holiday cake filled with nougaty chocolate and magical mushroom toppings. I mean, who doesn't like cake? Oh, I have to run now. My family is leaving again. We're always on the move since, well, you know. Shh! Don't say its name so loud. Some say it can hear the sound of its name from miles away. Anyway, thanks for the pint. I hope you stick around for another. Here's a copper. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, hello there. My name is Sawyer Ward. Nice to meet you. So, where are you off to? Oh, I'm actually not too sure myself. I spent all my life on Zamoria, but now I'm thinking a little travelling might do me some good. Truth be told, I don't mean to pat myself on the back here, but I recently got done with some research that was incredibly promising. I want to help people. I want my research to help people, and I think the answers to my questions won't just be found on Zamoria. So, I'm off. Into the stars, as it were. I'm hoping to make some friends along the way, beings that want to do good and maybe help me with my research as well. After all, blood without love ends with you dancing alone. Something my father always says. Oh, no, I'll settle the bill for you. I appreciate the company.
Hi, my name's Kanan. Are any of you heading out to Prisma Cross? I'm supposed to meet somebody there. Oh, I don't have any money, but I'm pretty handy as a mechanic and, if there's something that you want that's hard to get, or maybe some information that's important or useful, I'm pretty good at acquiring those things. So what do you say I get you what you want, and you take me where I need to go? Sound like a plan? Oh, prepare your ship. We may need to leave in a hurry.
It's rude to sneak up on someone in prayer. My name is Savren, but you may know me better as the Divine. No? Chosen child of Zafire? Oh, your ignorance is less than becoming. I am not a lost child. I may seem only 14, but divinity has no age. Is that food you're cooking? I see. The pile of wood I've been praying in front of is your home. Well, I demand you feed me, and then I will need to sacrifice you for your impertinence. In the name of Zafire, of course. But before that, can we have apple pie for dessert?
hello, fellow travelers. My name is Tuvi Poco, and I started my journey on the planet Elandacore. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd never heard about it, though. They are incredibly secretive. I mean, don't go asking around about it. Or me. It's just a boring planet that surely wouldn't interest you or anyone, or... Anyway, ever since I was a child, I had dreamed of leaving Elandacore, and though I do miss it, seeing new species and planets and cultures every day is what I live for. Have you heard of the planet Shiroba? They have entire mountains made of diamond. Their societal structure is based around... Oh, don't give me that look. It's interesting. I mean, I find it interesting at least, which is exactly how I found myself joining the Guild of Seekers. We are always out amongst the stars, charting new paths and meeting new people. So if you ever find yourself on some strange planet or moon or really anywhere but Elandacore, keep an eye out for me, because I might just be there.
Hello and welcome to Character Player Fragments of Eldoria, a stellar fantasy. We are back. It's been a while since we've had a Fragments episode, and it feels good to be back. So, do we have any announcements? Handsome Ricky over there.
Handsome? What?
Yeah, handsome, man. I gotta tell how it is, yeah.
Thanks, guys. We do. We have two announcements, just small ones. First one, we have, actually, I guess three. We have another Insight Check Live coming to you guys tomorrow. It's going to be featuring our awesome DM here, Mark Kapitsky. So make sure you guys check out our social media so you guys know when that's going to be happening tomorrow. You can hop in and join us live. And you can if you want to ask Mark some questions, you can do that.
Yeah.
He'll be there to answer them. I'll be there too, but that's not as important.
Oh.
The second thing, we have a new Monsters Lab coming to you guys this Saturday. So keep an eye out on YouTube for that. Brand new episode featuring me and maybe some other guest people might be popping in one way or another. Who knows? Yeah.
My goodness.
Who knows? And then lastly, of course, we want to attribute some of the sound effects that we use in our show and our music. Tonight, you guys will be hearing some sound effects from Sirenscape. And you'll be hearing a lot of music from our very own 2B Poco, David Kaiser Music. So any music that you guys hear tonight, that's all coming from that guy's head. So
that's right. That's right.
All right. I think that's all the announcements we have for today.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to roll that intro. Be back in a second, everybody.
Raw elements of stardust swirl in the wreckage of the broken blades. Titan corpses float through these ever-burning fields of battles lost. The old guardians are nowhere to be found, while unfathomable horrors stalk the ragged edges of reality. Are new gods born, or are they forged by those that need them? Long separated fragments have just begun to find each other, led by guides that see not with their eyes, but with their faith. These daring souls listen hard for the hum of terra incognita. Will they find their destiny, or simply the means to weather the storm?
And we're back! Alright, so Fragments of Eldoria, Stellar Fantasy. Where we had last left off with our adventurers, they have been trudging through the jungles of the fragment called Vrexel, an agricultural community that is covered by these large purple-stalked things called bakra that the different denizens use as their agricultural products. And throughout this jungle are different beasts, including giant centipede-like creatures. But they are currently trying to liberate this particular fragment from the consortium, a very powerful company that has different outposts throughout the mists and the firmament. And Vrexel and the people there had found themselves at the mercy of the whims of the consortium. And right now, the fragment itself, the earth shakes, and there's something mysterious going on in the mines. And that is where our adventurers are at this moment, at the mouth of this cave that leads into the mines of Vrexel. And they had just freed a bunch of prisoners, seeming to be forced labor, and some of them even from Vrexel itself. They, while this is going on, you can hear different explosions and flashes of light in the mists off towards the direction of town, where our adventurers are aiding the Undertow, a sort of rebellion, force against the consortium and their interests that is helping liberate the people of Vrexel at this very moment. And so, right where we left off, our adventurers had just freed some of these slaves here, and actually with the hooves of Effie as a cow, our resident druid here. And speaking of which, why don't we go around to each of our players here, introduce yourself, and then also describe your character a little bit for any viewers who are coming on for the first time.
Go first.
Jump in. Yeah.
I'll go first.
Who's gonna go?
I like to talk. Let me go. I'm Ricardo Boy Diaz. I am playing Kanan Palui. He is a rogue, Lapine. Lapine is like a rabbit folk type of person. He's short, he's light, he's very, very fast, and he likes to take things, as rogues like to do.
Amazing. I'm Effie, and if you see, well, right now Effie, I guess, looks like a cow. So because she's a druid, spoiler alert, I guess. She has like, I think she probably, as a cow, has like fun, like branch-like, little tiny horns.
Great.
And I kind of think probably spotted. Anyway, use your imagination for the cow, but. When she's not a cow, she looks kind of like a gnome, but like also a little bit like a tiefling. Like maybe you're not sure what kind of race she is. She's very short, very little, but has like fiery red hair that's like super curly and like around her face, and like is usually in like two big top knots. And she has like freckles that kind of glow when you look at them, and like a few like glowing tattoos. That's kind of what you see when you look at Effie.
Yes, she serves her god.
The cosmos of this world. I have blue hair. I'm always carrying my weapon, Tokum Hole, with me. And I hate staying in one place too long. Love to travel.
My name is Justin Powell. I'm playing Sawyer Ward, who is a humanoid wizard about 6 feet tall, and he's dressed in a white shirt with a black vest and a black large dusted jacket with some black pants and some black boots. And then he has a farmer's hat on top of his head, as well as a little spider that is riding upon his shoulder.
All right. And I am Mark Kapitsky. I am your dungeon master this evening. And great. Now that we have a visual for all of us, we're going to jump right in. So, you're all standing at the mouth of this cave. There's a bit of smoke that is coming out of it, as well as you look back and you can see the charred charred black ground for quite a huge distance around the mouth of this cave, seemingly purposely burnt away. You don't know why. And standing in front of you are the slaves you had saved. What do you do?
Is the Dragonborn still there?
The Dragonborn is dead, or the body of the Dragonborn is there.
Forgot. So sorry.
No, you're good. I believe it might have been if someone who I don't remember who slew it, but yeah, no, he's a goner.
These aren't
to
all the
grab-
prisoners,
or-
correct? Sorry. Do I see my old master?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I want to say to one of the prisoners, what is happening down there? It looks like there were some scorch marks of some kinds of smoke. Is everything all right down there?
Well, the there's more that are inside, and that's where we were working, and the one who's talking, helping some of the
You guys-
make their way. But I see you're raising your hand, Kate.
I just, if I recall, I think I was like 90 feet in the mine. Tell you where it was.
Yeah, so you guys continue in. You can barely see sort of the outline of that lead up to the mouth of the cave and deeper in. So you continue on for about a minute. Kanan, do you wait for everyone, or do you continue?
No, I have no idea what's going on behind me if no one's like yelled to me or anything. So I'm just gonna
Okay,
keep
so at that point,
sprinting.
Kanan is incredibly fast. So you just sort of lose sight of him after a few seconds. Are you guys running in? Are you?
I'd like to
stealthing in,
ask,
or-
does anybody have some rubies to spare?
No.
Rubies to spare.
It's for a spell.
What?
Oh, sorry.
No, but I do have this. I'm gonna pull out a torch and light it so that we can see.
Okay.
That works too.
All right. So you hold up
Effie's
the-
just gonna be like,
That's right. Effie continues in with her cow form.
Effie, hold on. Go, Peter. Ride the cow.
oh, I thought you were trying to feed me. I was like,
That was the end of Peter.
Don't eat Peter.
no, Effie,
sustenance.
if you held Peter out, I think she'd probably be like, with like her giant, wet, drippy nose.
I'm
I'd be
just
like,
trying to put him on you.
Okay, well, I still sniff him.
And as you sort of sniff at Peter, the sort of ash gets in your nostrils and kind of causes you to cough a little, and it burns. And even you notice that even sort of your eyes sort of are itchy a little bit, and kind of get the sense that this isn't just a normal fire. It might be something chemical or of some sorts. It smells horrible. You can't quite put your finger on what it is, but it's not just sort of burnt wood or something like that. But you continue on. Kanan, as you're sort of rushing forward ahead of the group, hundreds and hundreds of feet down, as it's sort of sloping gradually into the earth, you eventually make it to the mouth of this sort of corridor that opens up into sort of strip mine looking thing that has these different circular spiraling down pathways deep, and you lose sight of it. And I believe you had heard from Sawyer when Peter had, with his little spider legs, made it down into the corridor. He had gone left around this sort of area, and eventually had found where they were keeping Tuvi's master and some of the other prisoners. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll as soon as I get to that opening, I'll make a note of like, okay, so goes down. I'll have to check that out later. Okay, I'm gonna go to the left, and I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. Not gonna be going as quickly as I was before.
Okay.
Because I know I'm starting to get to a point where I was closer to that room. It's not as far away, so I'm gonna start moving towards this the room that Sawyer told me about.
All right. You move in the room, and you can kind of see off the side. There's a bit of torchlight on one of the lower striations, and but you continue on, sort of trying to crouch down out of sight, but still quickly, and move along. All right. And about 100 feet around the curve, almost halfway, you can see that there's an opening.
Okay.
But you can't see what's in it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use gonna perk my ears up and try and listen to see how much movement I hear in there. Specifically, listening for like armor clanking and things like that.
All right, make a perception check.
I believe with my hearing, I get this at advantage. That's gonna be not great. 12.
Okay. With a 12, you can hear some voices as if someone is sort of arguing with someone else. You can hear sort of the clanging of metal upon metal, but you're not sure what the source of that is. But that's about it. Going back to our other companions here, are you guys moving quickly down the corridor, or
Yes.
what sort of? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm staying in the back.
Brisk.
I'm moving very quickly, so if I'm in the front, then so be it.
I'm
Okay,
following
so-
Subren.
Got it.
Hoofing it.
Hoofing it.
Literally.
Exactly. All right, so then you'll be a little behind Kanan. Kanan, so that's what you hear. What do you do?
I am going to pull out my hand crossbow, and I'm going to attempt to shoot it at. Is there anything I see? Anything like metallic or anything nearby that looks like it might make a loud noise?
Like if you were to shoot it, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Are you peeking into the corridor, or just trying to see whatever's on the?
Actually, I'm outside it, so I'm looking if there's anything out here that I
Got
could
it.
hit that might make some noise and draw them out.
There is a sort of lantern that is just on the inside of the sort of corridor doorway. Might make some noise.
Okay. I'm gonna find. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick glance around and see if I can see anywhere that might be a good like hiding spot within range of that.
Okay. Make a perception check. And at this point, everyone else having gone pretty quickly, you probably just now reached the mouth of that cave and to see that same striation sort of pattern, spiraling pattern.
Are the fumes coming up in this room as well?
Yes.
Can I
Yeah, it's
see if
even
I
sort of
maybe
stronger.
recognize them by the smell or anything? If it's anything I might have worked with in my past?
Yeah, make an Arcana check. All right, what's your perception check, Kanan?
22.
22, okay. So as you're sort of looking around, you can see that there is, along the edge, there's a bit of a sort of rock protrusion, and you think that you could maybe sort of go off the side and sort of hide behind that to get a better view, and think you might be reasonably hidden.
Okay. I will go towards that, and I'm going to fire my hand crossbow at the lantern, and then try and hide behind this rock.
Okay. Let's resolve this Arcana check really quick.
That's a 24.
24. You kind of there are different sort of hints of things that you've worked with, or sort of triggers memories of sort of the effect of some of your spells. You do sort of smell like dead flesh sort of mixed into that. Definitely some burnt plant matter as well. there's sort of an acidic nature, something that might be alchemical in nature, but it's not an instant like light bulb that's gone out. Oh, this is exactly it. It seems like it's something specially crafted. All right, go ahead and roll to hit Kanan to see if you hit this lantern here.
15.
Oh yeah, easy enough. And so you shoot off your crossbow. It shatters the light. It goes dark in that sort of that corridor, and sort of the pieces of the glass on the ground. And you all hear this. You can hear the glass sort of break and see what little light there was across the way, about 100 feet away, go out. And Kanan, you can hear some voices like, "Huh! Did you hear that? Grab your weapons!" What do you guys do?
That way.
Um,
I'm gonna storm off towards
so it looks pitch black in that room now.
At least as far as you can see, it's pretty dark in there, but you can't see all the way into it.
And we didn't hear the noise.
You did. You definitely heard that that glass breaking.
Okay, I'm gonna start running towards the noise.
Yeah, we're over there.
All right.
Moving slowly.
I'm creeping.
I have a death bolt ready on a hostile being. If I see someone like attacking one of my friends, I have a death bolt prepared.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and slip into the room while it's dark.
All right.
Stealth into the room.
So as you guys are running forward, you can see Kanan, or a figure, sort of come up from the side and climb up and then dash over into the corridor, sort of this shadow. Go ahead and roll a stealth check, Kanan. And as you guys are 30 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet, catching up to that sort of corridor and see him dash in.
19.
19, all right.
Mediocre.
Okay. All right.
Why is he just running ahead? Is he trying to get himself killed?
You dash.
What he always does.
Dash in and sort of go around the corner, and you can see now that there's some light, a source of light in that room as you sort of go around the corner, and you can see that there are a couple figures. In fact, why don't I just show you and get our map here?
What?
In a second.
OMG. Yeah.
Oh boy. We haven't had a battle map in either campaign in a very long
A
time.
while, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, guys,
Battle
okay,
map.
viewers, this is Kanan. Well, there's the camera.
Yep, Ricky was supposed to send it to Mark, and they didn't.
It's my guy. I can do what I want.
There was a literal agreement made.
Oh my
Here they
goodness.
go.
Look at that light.
Ooh, the green. Ooh, the green glow. Ooh,
It's
Ooh, the
so
green.
scary.
Ooh, the green.
it's like the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Just a reminder while we're setting up, check out our YouTube where we have great content like Monsters Lab, Demystifying D&D, and 1 Hour One Shot. You can also tune in to our other campaign, Ravenloft, streaming on Monday nights at 7:30, and 1 Hour One Shot every third Saturday at 12 on twitch.tv/characterplayer.
Maybe we'll release a schedule at some point so people know.
I'm like really nervous about that thing that looks like a giant spider.
I don't like
Anybody
what that
else
is.
see
I
that?
don't like
It's
what that
okay.
is.
That's by
Yeah.
Kanan. So we're
It's like a
fine.
spider scorpion.
Oh,
Ah.
The face hugger.
It's
Spiders.
Dratican.
Spider centipede.
Dratican.
But you can turn
That-
into it now.
if anything,
Effie?
that's
Oh, I guess you
Maybe one of the
can,
other
huh?
ones.
What is that monstrosity?
well, only if it.
What?
I can't. I don't think I can. It's only if it's you know.
Is that the
one-
centipede
Alright.
I forgot about?
Is it all
Not
zoomed
trading.
in for you guys?
Yeah.
What?
You can see it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, well enough.
All right. Let me turn this off so our viewers can see it. All right, there we go.
Map.
Cool. Let me move this over just a tiny bit.
I'm gonna
Okay, cool.
pin this. I'm
The green's
gonna put
moving.
a pin in it.
The green
All
is
right. So, we have our friends here. Kanan sort of rushed in the room there. All right. Yeah, so Kanan, you sort of move in, I guess, but being able to stick to the shadows, and you can see that there are two figures amongst different sort of bedrolls and different boxes, and off to your right, you can see that there is the Queen Dakric that you had encountered in the forest, in the jungle, and around it is this this metal cage that sort of hums a little bit, and every once in a while she bashes against it, and yeah, so that's what you see initially as you come in.
I don't see a cell with anybody in it.
You don't, but they're off in this direction. There seems to be as if this room goes deeper.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right, and everybody else, are you just rushing in, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I definitely.
Okay,
I'm gonna rush in, but I want to put up my spirit totem. I'm gonna do the hawk spirit. So, basically, allies have advantage on wisdom / perception checks. If you're within the aura, which the aura is a 30-foot radius.
That's awesome.
All right.
I can move it.
Okay.
So I guess I guess I would just put it on me, like put it near me, since most people are by me.
Gotcha. Okay. Does it move with you, or is it like centered on a point in space?
I think you have to move it.
It can move. Okay.
So you're a cow right now. Are you going to be able to move that?
Yeah. Well, you can't cast as a cow though, so you'd have to drop the cow form. I believe, right?
Maybe. I mean, spirit totems are a little different than spells, but okay. Please hold. Yeah. I'll stay a cow, and then I'll check it out and let you know.
Okay. Everybody else, everyone, please roll initiative, because even though a battle necessarily hasn't started, time is of the essence here.
DM, just to be clear, I'm just trying to get to like where I can poke my head around and look in. Just to be clear.
Okay, yeah. I preemptively had you in the back, so I figured.
That's where I belong.
All right, 25 to 20.
21.
Ooh, all right, Kanan. 15 to 20.
Right here.
All right. And there we go. And 10 to 15.
13.
All right, Sovereign. And Crystal. Okay. All right, and 5 to 10.
I got a 5.
I have an 8.
All right. Sawyer.
Effie, what kind of druid are you?
I am I believe I have the circle of the shepherd.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's shepherd of the circle or circle of the shepherd.
Circle of the shepherd.
It's circle of the shepherd.
Shepherd
circle.
Got it. All right. So yeah, as you now are all sort of rushing in, Kanan, you are first here, and so you see these figures. They don't appear to have seen you, but they are sort of looking towards the entrance and grabbing weapons and sort of looking back at the prison sort of area.
Is there only one more source of light in the room?
There is.
I got the one. Is there
there's a lantern right here, and there's a campfire, and you do see that they're sort of like metal sort of towers about half your height that sort of glow with sort of this this green magical glow, but you're not sure what they are.
Okay,
it's pretty low light.
This is what I would do. I would burst out from my hiding place in the shadows, and I would run and are those cots?
Yeah.
I would run and like leap on those cots, doing in between them, and disengage as I pass them, and sprint to the back.
Okay. All right.
LOL.
So you break from the shadows in the corridor and
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's
Go
a
through.
bunny.
I'm late.
I had to do, like, kind of give him a
For a
little
very
love tap.
important date.
It's a rogue bunny.
So I'll use my action to disengage, and then my bonus action and movement. So that should be 70 feet.
Okay, so for 70 feet, you can get all the way in there.
Like love tap as I go by.
Yeah. And as you look around, you can see there are these different rock formations, and in them there are rough doors sort of put in them, and you can see wooden and then sort of grates up pretty high, and there seems to be 5 of them in this room. Okay. And you also see that there are you can also see that there are
the Wicked Witch.
I was waiting for somebody to say.
We're screwed.
And a house falling from the sky.
Give me 1 second.
We're so hip. We're so cool. Wicked Witch of the West in school.
What?
What?
That's my track off my new album.
Nice.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so there are 3 more figures in that room that you sort of just rush right into. And as you ran by, and these 2 figures that were by the campfire, they sort of curse and sort of jump to the side as this a blur goes through them. And one of them tries to take an awkward strike at you, but completely whiffs as you run by. Great. So that's your action, bonus, and movement.
Yep, that's it.
And great. All right. So Tuvi, you sort of dash into the room first after Kanan there. What do you do? This is you, right?
So they don't notice me yet. Yeah, that's me. Do I see anything I can duck behind real quick?
You could maybe rush over towards the cage. There's not that much sort of cover beyond this. There's some boxes right here. They seem somewhat distracted by that sort of lapine running through, but you're not. Are you trying to hide somewhere? Or?
No, just kind of stay out of. Just don't want to go too far into the room because I'm just gonna. I'll just go a little bit in the room and then stop, and then I'm gonna take a look at that big guy in the middle, and I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Okay. So, all right. So what's the save for that? Is it a charisma save or wisdom or?
I believe it is wisdom. Let me double check. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. So rolled a 15 on that wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
What's
Save
your
DC is 14.
Oh. So you cast this spell, and sort of blue energy sort of streaks from your hand and disappears on the way, and then reappears sort of near his skull, and he sort of shakes it off and then looks towards you and hey, and pulls out his weapon, and the other one that is sort of this dark elf turns towards you as well with a staff and some sort of spell orb of some sort. What do you? So that was your action. You do have some more movement. You have your bonus action.
Yeah, if I can jump behind something, be safe.
Okay.
As my movement.
You could sort of
right
hide behind there, at least partial cover behind these weird metal arcane things. But as you do so and sort of crouching, one of the sort of legs of the Dakric sort of hits against the cage, and you sort of jump, and you hear a as the cage itself is electrified. So just be aware of that. And next up is another Dragonborn here, the one you had tried to cast Suggestion on, and he sort of rushes forward.
Yep.
Just like right next to you.
He probably just wants to talk.
Let's talk
and comes up to you, but then like looks over and sees another four people, and it looks a little scared here, but and instead backs up a little bit to keep an eye, and actually yells back into the prison sort of area and says, "Hey, wait, there's more of them! Come on!" And he's going to take one strike at you. Rolled a 10 to hit. So I'm guessing that does not hit, and sort of hits against the one of these arcane devices here, and it sort of sparks a little bit. And let's see how much damage he did. Yeah, and actually one of them goes out. One of them goes out, and he kind of looks at that, and he looks a little nervous about that. Anything? That's his turn. Okay, and then Sovereign, you're up.
Do we notice that the cage kind of thing?
Yeah, you did.
Great. I don't think that Sovereign's gonna pay that any mind.
I'm so curious.
I'm going to look at the guy that's near to me and cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
A
Spell attack.
Does a 2 hit?
No, but plus your spell attack modifier. That's got to be.
Oh, that's
more
right.
Than that. But it's probably not going to hit still.
Yeah.
But don't forget. Don't forget to add your spell attack.
Does a 7 hit?
No, it doesn't.
That's great.
So this sort of red energy shoots forth from your scimitar and crackles towards the Dragonborn and engage with Tuvi, and goes and hits the electrified cage and sort of adds its own color to the sort of purple or sort of blue crackling electric energy of the cage itself. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to say, "That's not good," and take some steps back.
Oh, steps back. Okay.
That's not
All right.
Whoops.
At least you didn't hit another one of those things.
All right. So you kind of go behind Sawyer there. And all right. Okay. Next up is going to be this group over here, which Kanan, you can see consists of this sort of like fish-looking creature that has 4 arms, and sort of looks at you and goes, and
There's more of them out there.
pulls out 4 daggers, and comes rushing at you.
There's
Does he
more
have-
of them out there.
Does he have 4 hands or 2
Yeah.
hands?
No, it's 4 arms.
No, he's got 4.
Ooh,
arms.
it's like General Grievous.
Right.
He's got 4 arms?
Yeah.
Does he have
Yeah.
other
Oh my
parts of
god!
the-
Don't even.
Does he have biceps?
So that's gonna be a 15 to hit and a 9 to hit.
Nope, not both miss.
All right. So even with these sort of arms, you sort of duck, dive, and dodge your way around these daggers, and there's also a human here that takes out a warhammer and is gonna take a little swing at you.
This isn't Whack-A-Bunny.
And 14 to hit with that.
14?
Yeah, 14.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Wow.
Okay, and the last
The
one there
beefy
is
bunny.
roll the natural 20.
That one does hit.
And sort of has this wicked-looking spear that is sort of smoking on the end.
You're a cursed
That's going to be 3 damage and 2 fire damage, as this thing sort of sizzles into sort of your arm as it sort of gets you right there and pierces your skin.
Look like meat's back on the menu, boys.
That's right. All right, and so that goes there, but they're all sort of now crowding around you. There. All right. And next we have Grestel. He's going to shoulder past Effie a little bit forward to get a better shot, and is going to shoot towards this dark elf over by the camp. Ooh. Oh, hits on the second one. Arrow arcing forward and catching this guy right in the shoulder, sort of knocking him back for a decent amount of damage there. All right, okay. And next up we have Sawyer.
Right, I'm going to poke my head just around the corner and look at everything going on and say, oh boy, this is fun. And then I'm going to take a little tiny hand that's sculpted out of clay out of my pouch. And I'm going to say, Dasurak Tusal. And as I say that, right by the drow elf, if I'm within 30 feet, I believe I am.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 22. Yeah, you're just
right
at the edge
underneath
of the
him.
range. But yeah, I can move forward just a little bit.
The earth begins to shake, and you watch as this dark hand emerges from it. In the palm, you see what's on the back of Black Widows. I don't know what it's called, but the kind of symbol that you see on Black Widows. Yeah, red hourglass, and you see these like tendrils of web line between these fingers that all look like the legs of a spider that go to grab at this drow elf.
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho. Okay.
So he needs a strength saving throw.
All right. Since I don't have that...
How do you not have that?
I will have it for next time.
I'm kidding.
I'm just going to use a big spider.
Way too detailed.
Borrow my
How do you not have this specific thing I thought of in my imagination?
I mean, I have one that doesn't have the hourglass, okay? So, sorry about that. No. Okay, so what is that? Is that a dexterity saving throw?
That's a strength saving throw, actually.
Okay. No, that's going to be a 10.
So that means he takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and he is restrained.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
All right. So that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking rough. So he's kind of like his head sort of lolling side to side a little bit as this fist is holding him clenched. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, just gonna get back to my cover.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. You can just
Thank you.
get a little bit farther back, but you have to move pretty far into the chamber.
I have to stay within range. So whatever kind of cover I can find.
You have to stay within 30 feet.
I think so. I mean, it just says range 30 feet, so I'll leave that to your discretion. But if I do have to stay in the chamber, I would just like to try to find some kind of cover, whatever that could be.
At the entrance, there's not that much, and you don't have that much movement. You can kind of go over to this direction a little bit, and within them, next to that, you can see that there's sort of these circular containers with handles on the sides, and you sort of peek in, and you can see that there are these dark brown but almost like burnished gold eggs that are within these sort of 3 containers next to you. Each of them sort of about this size, about the size of a large cantaloupe or something. And great, Effie, you are up.
All right. So what is like 30 feet away?
This Dragonborn is 30 feet away. This is you right here. This.
Cool. I think I'm just gonna be like, oh, and then that was like a moo, but like you, but like a like a battle cry moo, not just a regular moo.
Wow.
No, we're not doing
and I'm gonna-
Owen Wilson.
And I'm just gonna go straight for the thing in front of me.
All right.
And I'm gonna do a gore attack. So hopefully I hit.
Cow.
Algor.
Why do I always roll terribly in my wild shape? Okay, so I got a 11.
No, unfortunately, that does not hit. But you go forward and try to gore this dragonborn, and he looks terrified at this cow coming straight for him, and sort of backs up and actually backs up into the cage and sort of gets shocked for a moment, and sort of smoke rises from the burning of his scaly skin. But no, you did not gore him, unfortunately. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That's all I can do for now.
All right, okay. So coming back around to Kanan, you are surrounded by 3 of these consortium soldiers, each of them sort of wearing different versions of the poncho or having some insignia of the golden circle on their armor.
What's the light situation back here? Is there a singular light source or more than one?
It's pretty dark. The only light that actually is coming in is from just outside. Is sort of there's a lantern on the ground next to this table.
That's the only light that's getting into that back room at all?
That's right. It's pretty dark.
Okay, I'm going to shoot that lantern out.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's a natural 20 to hit a lantern.
Oh.
Misses.
I'll give it to myself. Nat 20!
Misses.
Oh,
Shatters.
no. I don't have dark vision.
Plunging the room.
Well, there's a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys saw
plunging
the fire in there.
Yeah, but that's about 15 feet of light. So you can see the terrifying spider hands and these eggs and everything. But the rest of the room goes dark. There's a little bit of sort of the green glow coming from these arcane towers. But yeah. Oh, but Sawyer, you had a torch, but I believe you probably had to drop it or something. You can say where you dropped it to cast your spell, but yeah.
Yeah, I just staked it in the ground and
okay.
went in.
So there is some light sort of at the entrance where he cast his spell. But it's getting pretty dark. Kanan.
And then I'm gonna disengage and disappear into the the dark of that room.
Okay.
Why are you doing this?
You want to go off this way? Is that what's going on?
So there's 5 doors, right? You said they're all lined along this wall. So
they're all sort of a line along here.
I guess I would go the other direction, through them.
Through them, all right.
Yeah.
Dashing between their legs. There you go.
And disappearing in in the shadowy area.
You could probably get in front of one of the doors there. Yeah.
The doors. Okay. Now I'll post up at one of the doors and prepare my next turn to start unlocking doors.
Okay. All right. Very good. Tuvi, you've got this dragonborn right in front of you. You got a cow. The Dakric queen is sort of right next to you in the cage, sort of hitting against it in rage.
Okay, well, yeah, I've renewed my motivation, and I'm casting Suggestion again at the Dragonborn. I'm gonna get him.
Gotcha. All right, that's gonna be, but you're already engaged in combat, so he would get advantage. Is that right? What does the spell say?
I believe Suggestion. That's true. Yeah.
I don't think it mentions the asshole.
I don't think that is true.
I believe, if you're already hostile with the
it
doesn't. At least in my thing, it doesn't say anything about changes in battle. But
okay. Let me see. I'll just double check.
Ricky,
that might be
I'm not
command
seeing anything.
instead. That might be command that says that. Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything
or
regarding
friends or something.
that.
Okay, cool.
Then you're good.
Well, that's great because he rolled a 9 on his
suck it, Dragonborn.
And so that same blue energy, you're gonna get it right. Goes point blank into his face, sort of goes around, and he sort of shakes his head. And what is it that you're suggesting him to do?
I am gonna look him in the eyes and say, "Go find the prisoners, let them all free, and switch places with them. Lock yourself up."
He sort of takes that information and I all right, and he goes off and runs. You would get an attack of opportunity if you wanted, Effie. He's gonna run away.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
No, don't
She doesn't know.
Oh.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
I'm just saying, he's running away. Do what you will with that information.
I
What?
think she would attack. No, I don't know.
You do have the intelligence of
It's-
Effie in your form, so.
15,
20.
I don't know that she's super aware that that's happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
So think I'm just gonna play
What
character.
does the spell say about that? Let's see.
It does say if they get hit by someone by the
Spell's
party member,
broken.
then the spell ends.
Okay. All right. Let's see if you. I mean, you haven't been hitting with the cow so far, so let's see if that happens.
Do I get a bonus
Natural 20
action?
this
Can I
time.
jump on her? Grab her?
Listen, if I were, I just feel like she would,
Do
which
it,
is
do it.
terrible.
Do it, do
It's a
it.
story.
Oh, wait,
It's a
wait,
story.
I
Let's do it.
It's
You
a
did-
13.
You did also hear him say what he said. Like he made the suggestion. So.
Oh, like
you have that
did
information
you
too.
yell it? Did you yell it?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you're standing right
uh,
next to him, but
You're right next to me. It's pretty forceful.
it's up to you.
Okay. Okay. If I heard you yell like those things, then I would probably
It wasn't yelling
respond
because I didn't want
accordingly.
I didn't want his friends to hear, so it wasn't really yelling. But
But
you were
if
right
you're
next to me.
yeah, if you're next to me and I heard you and then you started moving, I
There'd
feel
be
like
a
that
okay
makes
now.
sense.
I
That
don't know
she
how well
would.
cows hear.
All right.
Good.
I don't either.
So
Cows
he
hear
goes.
everything.
I have the same problem as Havoc. When I do something and then someone hits that person, I'm like, no! What are
Okay,
you
so
doing?
she probably let him go.
Okay.
She'll just let him go.
Haven't
Got it.
Thank God.
She'll throw a fit and be like, I wasn't done.
Yeah.
Like, in her mind.
You'll get him soon.
Moo, moo, moo.
Yeah. So on his turn, he double moved or whatever. He went over, and he's out of sight from you guys. Sovereign, you see this dragonborn rush off away. You see the elf that's sort of head lolling to the side in the grip of this hand.
Yes. What else can I see? Because I know it's really dark, but there's a fire. So is that? And I'm like kind of like in the back. So
You definitely see the elf because it's right next to the campfire.
Right.
You can kind of see a 2V next to the cage and something moving within it. That's about and you can see Grestel in front of you because there's a torch on the ground right at her feet.
okay, I'm going to cast the Sacred Flame on the elf.
Okay. Is that a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
He,
that's
he is
gonna be-
he is restrained too. I don't know if that gives him disadvantage on the dex save.
Good point of order. I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Spider hand.
Attack
Spider
rolls have
hand.
advantage. Creatures attack rolls have disadvantage. Dexterity saving throws disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's 11 for his saving throw. So go ahead and roll damage.
That is a 6.
6 damage. All right.
Radiant damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and you could have easily done that from 60 feet away. Very good. No, this white fire goes up and it sort of lights up in between the fingers of this hand and sort of blinding those of you, basically everyone in sort of that area. It's this bright white, and he's burnt to black ash in the the grip of this spider creature. He's gone. The elf is gone. All right.
I'm going to move in as close as I can and say, "Didn't miss that time."
Okay. All right. All right, you can move just about there. 30 feet of movement. And very good, very good. All right. The elf can't go because they're dead. And all right, so these guards over here, they're gonna sort of look around and try to find. Because you didn't necessarily roll a stealth check on that, did you?
No, I
you
didn't.
did. Yeah. All right. Just gonna look around. Oh, but they're all rolling. Each one of them, no lie, rolled an 8. 3 8s in a row.
Wow.
So
So
especially against passive stealth.
I mean, I guess, but it's pretty dark in there, yeah. So they're all just like running into each other, like Three Stooges style, looking around, and no, they don't see you, but one of them does sort of move off this way and is trying to look around. One of them runs out and sees what's going on. One of them runs over to the Dragonborn and is like, "What the hell are you doing?" As he's sort of fumbling for the keys to open up one of the areas here. All right, so Grestel is going to move in as well. Moving a little bit farther. And, all right. And then we have Sawyer. So you're sort of
it's over to me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Is that guy who came out, are they within 30 feet of my hand?
Yes, they are.
Okay, then I'm going to use my action to have my hand move over there and try to grab this fella.
All right, okay. You said strength? Okay.
Yes. Strength saving
Not
throw.
very strong, but he did roll an 18 on that.
That does beat it then.
Try
and I'm just going to use my... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
I'm just going to use my bonus action to turn around and grab one of those eggs and put it in my pouch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that can be a free action. It's easy enough. Grab one of the eggs. Anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, man.
I mean, I'd love to use the rest of... However many eggs I can get. That's how I am.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'd say...
Every single egg.
You could probably get 5 eggs. Yeah, and now your sack is like bulging, so just keep track of that there.
I feel the same way.
Don't take those eggs.
Five
Wait, just to be
cantaloupes.
clear, are these are like kind of big eggs, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like Jurassic Park when he stole those eggs. Don't do it.
Do
It was
it.
Jurassic Park 3. That was terrible.
It was terrible. It was
I just
terrible.
shout
Do
over
it.
my shoulder, "You're outnumbered!"
I love it.
Sawyer, I feel the same way when I'm at a continental breakfast. So how many eggs can I get?
What is
Oh,
a continental
no.
breakfast?
Is that gonna be
I said
tomorrow's
Justin.
breakfast?
No, you said Sawyer.
You're right.
Hashtag
I'm not
victory.
talking to you though.
All right, Effie, you are up.
All right. Okay, so who's the next creature that's 30 feet away that I can charge at?
Not quite. Yeah, they're a little too far away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You won't quite make it to them.
All right.
But you're going to head that direction?
Yes.
Sort of charging through the bedrolls, past the campfire, and finding your way next to a giant black
Who's that
spider
thing? What's that
hand.
thing all the way up in the corner? Up, like just.
Oh,
yeah,
this
that.
guy? Oh. Guess it was a guy I forgot about.
Okay.
I couldn't see
Suddenly, a guy
been
disappears in
sleeping.
front of your eyes.
I
Drops
thought
down
maybe it
from
was
the
a statue
ceiling.
or something.
It's Spider-Man! It's
I did
Peter.
too. I was like, I want to do that guy.
Okay.
No, sorry, I couldn't see it. But I didn't describe him, so he's not part of the battle.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys have your hands full anyway. All right. Great. Effie, anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's all I can do for now. Because I
All right.
can't read. Oh, wait. Actually, I have a 5-foot reach for gore attack. Am I able to or no?
I mean, technically, I mean, you're.
You could say no. I just can't see it super well.
Yeah, I mean, you're technically 10 feet away.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So close. So
That's
close.
okay.
You could move the rest. You could have the rest of your action be your movement to get there, so that next turn you're on it, or.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'll just
Or if he tries to
my
get away.
action to like dash, but just 5 feet. Or
Yeah, exactly. Because then
Yeah.
if he tries to get away, it'd be all over that guy. Okay.
That's your opportunity attack right there.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, it
All right.
is.
Great. Going back around to Canaan. So you're looking and sort of peek. It's just almost too high for you, but you can look in and you can see that there is a figure in there. And you have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And within this, you can see that there is like a sort of shorter figure who looks like he has like a beard and just sort of these glowing, almost glowing yellow eyes caught in some of the light that's coming in.
I just whisper in real quick. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you out. And
All right, well, hurry up about it. What do you?
And then I'm gonna, as I have an opportunity, as that guy doesn't see me, I'm gonna just try and kill him. The one that's closest to me.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and make
Do I have
an attack
advantage
roll.
on this attack?
I mean, technically, he doesn't see you, so I would say you would
All right.
be hidden, so you could get sneak attack.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit
Yes, that hits.
for 13 damage, piercing damage.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
What was that?
It was my
Sneak attack.
crossbow. Sneak attack. I get 2d6
Yeah.
for sneak attack
Oh.
and 1d8 for my crossbow.
Yeah, you catch this guy
Wow.
right in sort of the neck and just goes down onto the ground.
Okay.
Out.
God.
Dang.
And then I'm just gonna. I
Brutal.
can't unlock the door. I don't have fast hands because I'm not a thief. But so I can't unlock the door right now. But I'll just like tuck into that corner and actually do a stealth check this time, so I feel safe that no one's gonna come and find me over there.
Okay.
And stealth check, that is a 15. Not great.
Got it. All right, very good. Tuvi,
Okay.
you saw the Dragonborn run in.
Sorry,
What
what?
do you do? Oh no, you saw your suggestion went through, and Dragonborn is out of sight.
Okay. Who saw the Dragonborn go through? I'm confused.
You did. You saw him
Oh, I did. Yeah.
rush past.
Oh, yeah. That was last
off
turn.
this way. Yeah,
So much has happened since then. Okay,
that's
who's
right.
left?
Oh, Justin's right. Actually, I rolled a little too high of damage on that. I rolled a 1d8. It's supposed to be 1d6 for a hand crossbow. It's not a full crossbow. So should I re-roll that damage?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So he's still up, but he's looking really, really rough. And just
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it.
no worries.
Okay. Who do I see now? And who's left?
You can see this elf-looking creature here that ran out of sort of the prison area and is currently engaged with a cow and a hand, but is doing pretty well.
And a hand.
But what a
Okay.
weird day for him.
Yeah.
I guess I will send
I had a nickel.
agonizing blast towards
Oh,
him.
all right. Roll your spell attack modifier.
That is, ooh, yeah, okay, like 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage. And Sovereign, you're on deck.
Plus my charisma. Okay. Perfect. For 10 damage.
Okay, all right. Got you there. Okay. So this blue flame streaks towards the elf, striking him in the chest. It's getting knocked back a little bit. It's still sort of smoldering, lighting up his face. Still up, but a mighty hit there. Anything else you'd like to do? Any movements or?
Yeah, I'd like to run forward as fast as much as I can.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get about there. Going around the boxes there. All right. Very good. And I would say, Sovereign, as it's your turn, at the top of your turn, you sort of look to the right and see the cage. And the Queen Dakric is just hurling her giant body, the one that stands at least 7 to 8 feet tall, slamming her body against the cage. You can see some of the bars being to buckle, and another one of these arcane little lamps here goes dark. So there's only one sort of generator there, and there's smoke sort of rising each time she's going against it, getting shocked. But that's what you see. Sovereign, what do you do?
We need to make this quick. And keeping in mind that the queen is doing that, I'm going to say a little prayer to Zafire and cast guiding bolts on the other elf because I'm trying to end this right away. Blowing my dice, Zafire.
Forever and ever will stay in my heart. No.
Wait. 13.
13. That hits. 13 hits that guy.
Yeah.
Of course it hits.
Okay. It is 4d6. So
46?
He's done.
Yeah, no, like, you don't even have to roll unless you want
Wow.
to. You shoot this
4d6.
crackling energy.
Roll.
I got more
And,
ones.
And like different arcs almost like go off another 5 feet to the walls and everything, and your cow, Effie, you sort of startled as the sort of electric energy courses through this elf's body, and almost like lifts off the ground for a second and then explodes. And it's gone. It's gone.
Right. Ooh, ah, ah.
And I'm just gonna shout,
Indeed.
the beast is escaping! Let's make this quick!
Okay, everybody hears that, including the different guards here. And on their turn, the ones that were sort of coming out to look at what's going on, this one sort of gives up on the Dragonborn, comes out, and they sort of look, and they're like, we surrender, just please, don't kill us, please. And they sort of like begin to like put their weapons on the ground, but that's their turn. And the Dragonborn actually does succeed in opening this this prison cell over here, and out of it steps Risa, Tuvi's mentor. Sort of this a geld, which is this rock-like creature, and she calmly steps forward, towering over this Dragonborn, which already is pretty tall, and sort of looks at him confused and looks around, and that's it there. Grestel sort of hears this as well, looks over towards the cage of the Dakric, and sort of looks over to you, wordly, Sovereign, and she sort of begins backing up towards you, kind of stands next to you with her bow ready, looking at the cage. Sawyer, you're up.
I'm going to gesture to my hand to follow me closer to the cage, and as I get closer, I'm going to pull out one of the eggs and hold it up towards the creature. Do I sense some kind of reaction from her? I'm trying to have my hand... Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Okay. And just because I'm trying to have my hand kind of as like ready to cover me, just in case.
Actually, I'd say animal handling check. That would be better.
Okay.
I was just about to say insight check Tuesdays.
Excuse me.
That's pretty good. That is
Still said
pretty
everything.
good. That is a 17.
And what is it that you're trying to?
I'm trying to ascertain if
communicate.
these eggs are the creatures, and if so, I'm going to start giving them as a sign of good faith and hope that this is a nice creature, because I don't want it to die.
So you're sort of looking to see if there's some sort of connection or recognition.
This is Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, you do. When you hold up the egg, you see that this creature goes into even more of a fury and just going against the cage, even more so.
I try to connect with the creature as much as I can and just calmly, like, place an egg on the ground, place another one, like, as gently as possible, not breaking eye contact. That's my turn.
Got it. You have its attention.
Good.
Effie.
Oh, boy.
Not exactly what I wanted.
So the elf exploded in front of you with sort of these arcs of red energy, and you see two more guards about 20 feet away from you. They look like they were putting down their staves or weapons. What do you do?
I think I will. Okay, I don't know if I will be able to do this. The one that was near me was the one that got exploded.
Yes.
Right. Okay. The one that just put their staff down. How far away are they?
About 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. I would like to go up to them, and I'm assuming she's a pretty big cow. I don't know, but I'm assuming. So I think she just wants to lay down on one of them. Be like,
Just cow tip yourself?
oh my god, cow tip! I just
roll
wanna,
for
like,
cow tip.
I just
for
want to
cow
like
tipping?
I want to like
You wanna
try
restrain
to
him.
restrain him, but
As a
like
cow.
I'm a cow, so I just want to lay down.
I mean,
Roll for
if
cow
you're
tipping.
doing it like calmly and just kind of
Yeah.
going there, that they're
Yeah.
gonna move out of the way.
Oh,
But if you would like to like literally gallop over there and try to restrain them with your incredible
mass.
yes, you can do that. But it's that would be sort of a contested. Maybe a restraint, to see if you
You
can.
got
restrain
that
them.
incredible max.
I think I will. I want to try to restrain them. That's what I'm trying to do. So
Very
I think
good.
I will. Yeah, go towards them and.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Cow stats.
17.
All right. Rolled a natural 19 on that.
Oh!
I'm the worst druid ever.
Who would have thought a cow would not be great for combat?
Listen, I turned into a cow because I was feeling it in the moment last time.
And
Not
but,
on purpose.
I don't know. It's pretty terrifying as this cow's coming over, coming to basically sit on him. And so yeah, he moves out of the way a little bit and is just trying to like push against you as you're sort of like with your little Effie horns, like trying to push into him. And he's like, What the hell? We don't want to fight anymore. Get this thing off of me! And he's freaked the fuck out.
I think as a bonus action, I think Effie's gonna throw like a tiny bit of a tantrum.
Okay.
Just like maybe like hoofing the ground and be like, "Ah!"
Got it. Why don't you make an intimidation check for me, just for the hell of it there?
I'm intimidated.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, you're not. It
Come
is.
on.
My God, it's a 5.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I'm a very adorable cow. Okay.
We all feel bad for this cow.
Maybe I'll get
Yeah.
better at being a druid. Who knows?
The sort of archer next to the friend that you're trying to restrain is just looking towards the rest of the group. It's like, what? Come on, like really? A cat? Like call him off or something. And
Oh,
Kanan. Oh, go ahead.
may I sit down like a dog? Just like because I'm so annoyed with
So
the
you
City
throw a
Hall scene.
tantrum, it didn't work.
Perfect.
Sit back. Okay, on your haunches.
Great.
Absolutely. Kanan.
right, Yep, I'm gonna reach into my vest and there's a little hidden like compartment where I'll pull out my thieves tools. I'm gonna try and pick this lock.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
That's gonna be a 14.
14. Yeah. Let me see.
Probably not.
No, it's not.
Nope, I knew it.
Not quite.
Throwing
Yeah.
right in the middle today. I don't like it.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Any movements?
It's just gonna take a second longer.
All right.
And then I'll bonus action hide. Of course,
Oh.
that's really good. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Dang.
Dash away
So
from
you
the
did
door
really
open.
good against those lanterns. I mean,
I
That's
know.
that was high.
2v, so you can see these two that are sort of look like they're surrendering. What do? You also, heard what Sovereign said about the creature.
Yeah. How many prisoners have been let go? Where are
One.
they exactly? Either. Just one. It's just Risa. Okay.
One, which you can't even actually see that, so you don't know yet.
Oh, I don't know yet.
Yeah, because you're right here, and Reese is out of sight.
Okay.
Kitty.
So can I move towards them? And I'm going to move towards the people who are surrendering, and demand that they back up into the cages, where the cells are, and leave their weapons behind.
Okay, so they sort of look at each other and back away from this creepy cow, and you're sort of wielding your sword, and they sort of nod and back up and begin going for the keys to unlock one of the doors, and yeah, so they sort of open it, and you can see within another figure, and so they sort of stand in, and let's see, and one of the prisoners comes out. You can recognize them as one of the members on the EOS, Captain Crenolim. It stands out. She doesn't have her sort of iconic hat, but still has her cloak, and she sort of dusts it off and fixes her cuffs. And, all right, well, took you long enough. All right, so what's going on?
Grab a weapon. They're on the floor right there.
All right, and she takes the sort of short sword from one of the ones that just put themselves into the prison there, and takes a dagger. It's like, all right, okay.
How many prisoners are left?
Hey, Risa, good to see you. So you can see Risa, your mentor, standing next to you, freed.
Risa.
Are we out of initiative, DM?
I mean, no, not really.
Doesn't bode well.
Yeah, so that's what you see. And the Dragonborn goes over on his turn and begins opening up another one of them. And one of the shipmates from the EOS comes out. You didn't necessarily interact with him so much, you don't know them, but sort of stumbles out, looking worse for wear.
I'm gonna gesture towards the pile of weapons on the floor.
Thank you kindly. And goes over and grabs a staff. And yeah, all right. Where we get Sovereign. All right, so you're standing next to Grestel, kind of looking over at the cage.
I'm gonna go up to Sawyer, and I'm watching him give these eggs, and I'm gonna ready a spell and say to him, "Is this what you mean by preserving life?" And is anything happening? Like, do I need to... Ah! I'm ready because I feel like this beast is about to come through.
Okay.
This gate.
Gotcha. Is there any specific that you're readying? Just a sort of a melee attack or a spell or an action?
I'm going to ready.
Or just being at the ready?
I'm being at the ready, yeah. Yeah, I'll say I'm being at the ready.
Okay. All right. Very good. So kind of next to next to Sawyer here. All right. The three of you sort of looking at this Dakric. Okay. Coming back around to Crestel is just going to sort of hold as well. And sort of, can we hurry it up over there? Huh? I don't know how long this thing's going to be in here. And Sawyer. So you could see, as I said, you've got this queen's attention, but you're not sure if you've gotten your point across.
Okay.
What do you do?
I am still putting out any of the remaining eggs I have as gently as I can, and starting to kind of push them a little bit closer to her. In fact, I'll use the hand to kind of get down to the ground and slide them over gently without breaking. No, I'm not going to even try that because that might break them. So I'm just going to let them be. And I'm going to have my hand go over to the last box that looks like it's holding her in, right? There's only one left?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to say, these are your eggs. We mean you no harm. We mean you no, just trying to speak as calmly as I can, just trying to like calm her down as much as I can.
Okay. Make another animal handling. I don't even know how I said that. At disadvantage.
I love that Sawyer.
Disadvantage, even with the eggs.
I mean, you're not like you're not speaking her language.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was like,
That's
I
fair.
love
You're
the
totally your call.
person who's-
Otherwise, I was going to
Totally
just
your
raise
call.
the DC, so I just figured disadvantage. So
The
This is totally
Velociraptor
fair
spotted
call.
on Jurassic Park.
Sawyer doesn't
first one-
do this too often.
The first one was a natural 19, and then I just rolled a disadvantage, and that's a natural 18. So that's 19 total.
Natural 19. I don't have a sign for that, but it counts.
Okay.
I love
What
that
you
you're a better druid than I am.
Oh no!
Just getting lucky.
So
Just
true.
getting so
You're a cow
lucky.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
You're the
Yeah.
best cow we've ever had.
Yeah. I've never had a cow.
This is what I'll tell you. You see that her sort of fervor and desperation goes to a whole new level as you sort of have moved these sort of eggs a little closer. Yeah, you're
So
not
do I
sure.
get? So I get the sense that she's not really buying any of it.
I mean, make a nature check, and that'll be the sort of the last thing of this turn here. Make a nature check.
Okay. That is 17 plus 4. That's really good. That's a
Okay.
21.
You get the sense that she is so focused on getting these eggs back that like you're not exactly sure what might happen if she were to get out, but that's her main focus from that roll.
Then I'm going to use the rest of my movement with all the eggs out to just put my hands up and slowly, not breaking eye contact, not turning my back away from the cage.
Okay, I'll just say that this is here. Okay. All right, so back away. All right. That's
Bye, Sovereign.
Sawyer's turn. Effie. All right, so you saw these prisoners lock themselves into the cells. Lock themselves into the cells. Yes. What do you do?
The prisoners locked themselves?
Yes.
Or the guard?
No, sorry,
or
the guards. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
The guards lock themselves at the request of Tudu.
Okay. Are there keys? Anywhere?
Yeah, they took their own sort of keys to open it up, and then.
Did they like keep them in the lock, or is it with them, or?
Yeah, I guess you kind of saw that they opened it, they went in, and then sort of like tossed the keys through. I guess I'm guessing
Okay.
2V was probably observing this and probably took the keys. So probably 2V
Okay.
has the keys.
Okay. Then I guess I will probably join the rest of, or like, yeah. Okay, so 2V's in this room as well, where the cow currently is, correct? And that room
Yeah.
is dark, right?
Yeah, 2V's over here. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're looking in. It's pretty dark, yeah.
Okay. I think maybe I will. Man, I think I'm just gonna stay put. I'm sitting, so I guess I'll just stay put and kind of just like be prepared, to like run if I need to. So I'm like sitting, but ready to run if I need to run.
Gotcha. Okay.
Be prepared.
All right. So at that moment, the Dacric Queen
What's up,
bends
friends?
one of the bars of the cage to hit the final generator and goes dark in that area, and you can just hear and it's like sort of bending against the metal as now she can just go full on without any sort of pain.
Oh my gosh.
Breaking against this cage. Not quite out yet, but Kanan.
She probably took a lot of damage, guys.
What do you do?
We're fine.
I'm gonna get this freaking door open. I'm gonna do it. Lockpick.
Do it!
Okay, that's a 16.
Yeah, you get it open, and
Slightly better than last time.
you can
Rolling
see
8s and 10s constantly.
this sort of dwarf that has, oh yeah, in the darkness you have dark vision. Has a sort of almost like root-like beard that goes out and sort of tufts out, and almost like polished wood skin and these golden eyes sort of comes out. So, all right, so you got a weapon, my lad?
No.
All right, well, thank you anyway. And he goes past you, and it goes over to stand next to 2V and says, "Oh, 2V! How's it going?" You can recognize it's Banner, the Viridian who is on the EOS and is the first mate of Captain Crenolam.
Right. Okay.
And
Can I gesture towards? Is there still weapons in the pile that the other guards left behind?
Weapon? I mean, the Dragonborn has a weapon on, has an axe.
That he didn't drop?
No, he's just been going around unlocking the different cages.
Oh, he's still busy unlocking doors. Okay.
Yeah, but he has an axe. Okay. All right, Kanan. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna. I hear a lot of commotion happening in that other room. I'm assuming. Okay, I'm gonna go like not come out, but like peek around the corner, and see what's going on in the big room.
Got it. Yeah. So you can see. What do you have? 60 feet of dark vision. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can just barely see sort of the Queen Dacric that is pounding against the cage. The generators are out. There's sort of smoke in that area. You can see your friends sort of readying themselves for whatever might happen.
Oh no!
That's
And
what
then
you
I'm gonna hide.
With your bonus action, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. That's a 21.
Okay. So 2V, yeah. So all the cages are open now. You have your different members of the EOS all sort of looking to you. Says, all right, so Banner says, let's get out of here, right?
I'm gonna have the Dragonborn. I'm gonna tell him to throw his weapons out so we can give them to Banner.
Okay. Easy enough. Dragonborn hands them over to Banner, and sort of looks to you and.
Is everyone?
All right. Looks like it.
Okay. Let's make our way out.
All right, so you start making your way out, and they'll follow suit.
I'll follow.
At this point, I'm we'll sort of end initiative here, but we're still kind of moving along quickly, as you can see that this creature is going to break out pretty soon. So what is it that you guys are doing? I'm guessing you guys are moving towards the entrance, but anything else you'd like to do?
Guys, weren't we supposed to figure out what they were doing down here?
What if I have a moment, because I'm not by them, I don't believe. While they're making their way out, I just want to check the dead person on the ground and see if they are actually dead or if they still have a pulse.
Well, the elf that was guided, that took the brunt of a guiding
sacred
bolt.
Flamed and the hand. I know that one's gone.
Yeah,
but
that
I mean
one.
the one that is held.
I mean, they're pretty charred. That was a lot of damage. They are pretty significantly. No, I would say they are dead. That was enough damage to take them below negative of their hit points for 46 guiding bolt. So that one's definitely dead. The one that was hit by Sacred Flame.
Yeah. Is he dead? Yeah, that was the one I was checking.
He's not moving. You can make a medicine check.
That is a 14.
Okay, you can feel sort of the faintest hint of some very shallow breathing.
All right, I'm gonna have my hand come back and pick him up and start moving away to leave.
Okay, got you. Pick him up, and sort of the charred skin and smell of burning flesh sort of hits your nostrils there, and but the rest of you, are you guys all moving out? What are you doing here?
Wait, didn't we tell Bev that we were going to figure out what they were trying to look for down here?
You can. I don't think it's in this room though. Is there another room?
We have to go down, I think.
Right. Yeah. Well, but that's out of this room, right?
Yeah. I thought when you said entrance, I thought you meant entrance of.
No. I just want to get out of the room and get away from this creature.
Let's leave the egg room.
Yeah, before we leave, can I cast Thaumaturgy
Sure.
on our way out?
Describe what you're casting here.
I'm going to cast it on the eggs, and I want them to sound like the babies are coming out and that they're cracking so that we have enough time. Sovereign thinks that this will be a good distraction for us to kind of flee.
I think it's smart.
Okay.
And I'm saying this as we're on our way out.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it, make a nature check as you do so, as you guys are moving out. See how you replicate what you think might be the noise of clutch.
I regret this immediately.
They're all Owen Wilsons.
Wow, I'm being born, Ma.
No.
Wow.
It's a 6.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
No, they're not Owen Wilson.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
All
right.
Wow.
So you guys move out and sort of leaving the echoing against the cage, and step outside the corridor, and I would say Effie and Kanan, make perception checks for me, please.
All right.
Is your totem still up?
Oh my god. No, we never decided if I could do it, so
Okay.
I just didn't end up doing it.
Can this be hearing or does this have to be sight?
This is hearing, yeah.
Okay, so I get advantage on this. A natural 20 for a total of 25.
Broken.
25.
Glad you got that. I got a 6.
So
Okay. From a natural 20, you can hear sort of a group of footsteps coming down the way that you came, down from outside.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe about 200 feet away. You're not sure, but with that, with sort of the sound, is sort of turn to the others and let them know that this group is coming. We're going to take a break as we at our break time here, and our so we'll be back in about 10-ish minutes, maybe a little longer, and find out what our adventurers want to do moving forward. All right, see you guys soon.
Guess what? Do you love creepy ghoulies and fun monsters, but don't think there are nearly enough of them in Dungeons & Dragons? Well, then do I have the show for you. Because me, Dr. Ricardo Blade Diaz, is going to be Frankensteining brand new monsters just for you in my brand new show, Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Coming soon to Character Play.
Do you need help coming up with an awesome backstory for your gnome warlock? Or maybe you're about to DM a long-term campaign and have no idea where to start? Don't worry, we got you covered. Check out Demystifying DnD, our show where we break down concepts around D&D to make the game easier and more fun for you and your players.
This is Inside Check Live, the live show where we get to know the players behind the game. I'm your host, Ricardo Blade Diaz, aka Mr. 305.
Go behind the scenes.
Wow, it sounds so official when you say that. I love that.
Wow, this is so much fun.
Meet the players.
It is okay.
Yeah.
It is okay to feel your
Get to
feelings.
know the
Me
artist.
too. I want to do a queer bent Cyrano de Bergerac.
Interact with the cast.
Mold yourself as you're moving through time.
Get the play-by-play from last night's game. Streaming live on Instagram every Tuesday. We here.
1 hour, one shot. That's right, we just have 1 hour to complete a one shot. Now I know this is not technically an hour, this is a minute, but I thought maybe the parallel would work on that front. Do you understand it?
It doesn't.
Okay, so basically, in 1 hour, we are going to come up with a one-shot outline that you can use for any one of your D&D games or even a full campaign. Does that make sense now?
Okay, wait, so is the one shot a 1 hour campaign, or is it?
No. We're going to come up with the outline for a one-shot that you can use. And then the best thing is, in the month leading up to the next episode, we will write out that one-shot that you can then find on DM's Guild. Huh? You understand it now?
Okay, but that's 1 minute. You say you're doing this in 1 hour?
Yeah, it's going to be a 1 hour, one shot. That's why it's called that.
So you're going to do it completely in 1 hour?
Yes, we're going to come up with the outline in 1 hour.
You're going to do it in 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour. Okay.
As opposed to 1 minute.
As opposed to 1 minute. Not 1 minute. Oh,
I don't really understand.
This is the land where light is crushed. A land where heroes fall. When the mists come for you, will you stray from your path? Will you kindle the embers of hope, or be lost to the darkness? As you stare into the void stares back and reaches out to clutch you. Your nightmares come to life and stalk your every step. Morality is as gray as the mists that always seem to surround you. Will your better sides prevail? Will you seek to aid the people of Barovia? Or will you succumb to the shadow that rules this land? After all, no one leaves Ravenloft entirely intact.
Some believe everyone's destiny was chosen by the gods. Others believe life is all up to chance. I believe it's more like wool socks, a knitting together of chance and destiny by your great-great-grandmother given to you on your birthday instead of the pet almirage you wanted since you were a wee one. Don't get me wrong, I love my family's code to protect and serve the elder world, but there's a reason I go by Ethe and not Fia Orla Oshlin, the daughter and heir of the ancient Druidic, blah blah blah. I've always felt me whole life has been planned out for me, you know. Me da always tells me that life is as fun as you make it. So naturally, I like to make mine a 10-layer holiday cake filled with nougaty chocolate and magical mushroom toppings. I mean, who doesn't like cake? Oh, I have to run now. My family is leaving again. We're always on the move since, well, you know. Shh! Don't say its name so loud. Some say it can hear the sound of its name from miles away. Anyway, thanks for the pint. I hope you stick around for another. Here's a copper. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, hello there. My name is Sawyer Ward. Nice to meet you. So, where are you off to? Oh, I'm actually not too sure myself. I spent all my life on Zamoria, but now I'm thinking a little travelling might do me some good. Truth be told, I don't mean to pat myself on the back here, but I recently got done with some research that was incredibly promising. I want to help people. I want my research to help people, and I think the answers to my questions won't just be found on Zamoria. So, I'm off. Into the stars, as it were. I'm hoping to make some friends along the way, beings that want to do good and maybe help me with my research as well. After all, blood without love ends with you dancing alone. Something my father always says. Oh, no, I'll settle the bill for you. I appreciate the company.
Hi, my name's Kanan. Are any of you heading out to Prisma Cross? I'm supposed to meet somebody there. Oh, I don't have any money, but I'm pretty handy as a mechanic and, if there's something that you want that's hard to get, or maybe some information that's important or useful, I'm pretty good at acquiring those things. So what do you say I get you what you want, and you take me where I need to go? Sound like a plan? Oh, prepare your ship. We may need to leave in a hurry.
It's rude to sneak up on someone in prayer. My name is Savren, but you may know me better as the Divine. No? Chosen child of Zafire? Oh, your ignorance is less than becoming. I am not a lost child. I may seem only 14, but divinity has no age. Is that food you're cooking? I see. The pile of wood I've been praying in front of is your home. Well, I demand you feed me, and then I will need to sacrifice you for your impertinence. In the name of Zafire, of course. But before that, can we have apple pie for dessert?
Hello, fellow travelers. My name is Tuvi Poco, and I started my journey on the planet Elanticor. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd never heard about it, though. They are incredibly secretive. I mean, don't go asking around about it. Or me. It's just a boring planet that surely wouldn't interest you or anyone, or... Anyway, ever since I was a child, I had dreamed of leaving Elanticor, and though I do miss it, seeing new species and planets and cultures every day is what I live for. Have you heard of the planet Shiroba? They have entire mountains made of diamond. Their societal structure is based around... Oh, don't give me that look. It's interesting. I mean, I find it interesting at least, which is exactly how I found myself joining the Guild of Seekers. We are always out amongst the stars, charting new paths and meeting new people. So if you ever find yourself on some strange planet or moon or really anywhere but Elanticor, keep an eye out for me, because I might just be there.
Raw elements of stardust swirl in the wreckage of the broken blades. Titan corpses float through these ever-burning fields of battles lost. The old guardians are nowhere to be found, while unfathomable horrors stalk the ragged edges of reality. Are new gods born, or are they forged by those that need them? Long separated fragments have just begun to find each other, led by guides that see not with their eyes, but with their faith. These daring souls listen hard for the hum of terra incognita. Will they find their destiny, or simply the means to weather the storm?
And we're back. All right, adventurers. You've left the corridor. You can hear some footsteps a few hundred feet up the ramp that went down into the mines. Still hear bashing against the cage, the Queen Dakric in the other room. And the striations of this spiral strip mine going down. What do you guys do?
We got company, guys. We should get moving quick.
Well, are we going to inspect? Look, we have all of these people, these revolutionaries that have joined us now. Why don't they go ahead so we can figure it out? And maybe you can take him, and I try to get whoever looks tough to take the consortium guy that I have.
You mean one of the people that you saved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
So
are the other consortium guards? Are they dead?
Nobody locked them all up.
Captain Crenolin sort of turns to you and says, "Well, it looked like you, at least the ones that were on us, you took care of. But I don't know how many there are. But thank you, by the way. But it sounds like there's probably more coming. You have some business to do."
We need to find out what they're doing to this fragment. Did you hear at all what they might be doing mining here?
Guys, we may not have a lot of time to stand here and talk.
Where else are we going to go if they're coming right there and there's that beast in there? What else are we going to do?
Down.
There's a downward staircase.
All right.
Let's go.
Just standing here and talking, it's not a good idea.
They're going to see us going down, I think.
Well, we're going to walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Okay, so you start making your way down, and
good cow.
Can the cow go down, or like is it?
Oh, cows can't go downstairs.
Can't go downstairs.
It's not stairs. It's not stairs.
It's not real.
Yeah, you can lead a cow up, but you can't lead it down.
It's not stairs.
Go downstairs.
Did it incline?
You're a very bright cow. But it's like 10 feet wide at least, sort of this, pathway down to the center. Yeah, no, you can make it down. And as you sort of make it around once, sort of twice, you kind of look up and you can see a bit of torchlight up near the corridor entrance from the mines, and sort of hear voices echo down. And you continue down. All right.
We're not continuing up.
Continue down. And you can see a few figures sort of like peek down the edge, or over the edge, and look towards you. You can barely see them, sort of as silhouettes in the light. And there's quite a few. You spot at least 6 or 7 sort of peeking on. You can hear lots of voices sort of echoing across the walls here. But you continue down, down, and you come to sort of a small round opening, maybe about 20 feet in diameter, and then across from you, a little bit of a hallway, and it seems to stop. And there seems to be sort of a metal floor of some sort at the end of this chamber.
Is it a room, or it's a chamber. It's a room. So
I
guess I'll look at the metal floor, see if I can notice anything about it, like there's a hatch or.
I'm gonna take a sniff.
Sort of move forward.
I'll help Tuvi with that if I can. I'll just help Tuvi with that.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna take a sniff.
And it's there's no light source down here. It's completely dark. So I'm guessing
it's a 10.
All right.
Yeah, my investigation came up with a 4.
You want me to investigate for a smell, or what? What do you think?
Smells like cows.
Do it.
Sort of looking around and make a smell check if you like.
Which is what?
I'm gonna pull out
Oh,
some
of
torches.
course, it's like the highest
Perception.
one.
What'd you get?
God, it's a 20 non-natural.
Okay.
It's good.
Well,
Yeah.
Good smell check.
You can smell everything.
It's like spell
Uh,
check, but better.
Because I smelled like the acid stuff earlier, like chemicals earlier.
exactly. And speaking of that, it is incredibly strong, sort of coming from this sort of chamber. And as you're sort of looking around, stumbling in the dark, which you guys are both. I don't believe you have dark vision anyway. You two.
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
But sort of stumbling around, nervous about the sounds you're hearing up above. Yeah, it looks like it's man-made, and there's like seems to be like a grate that you can sort of stick your fingers through, and sort of looking around. Let me see. Okay, you can begin to hear voices that are coming down, making their way, and you can sort of hear see a torchlight, a few torchlights making their way down the spiral. Looking around. Make one more investigation check for me, please.
Is there no
Whoever's
exit
looking.
in this room that we see?
No.
Okay. I'll also. Is it okay if I start to look at this point?
Sure.
Like as people are starting to come down.
It's a 17.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's an 18 for me.
I got a non-natural 20 again.
Woo!
I got a 15.
All right. Okay. Effie the cow sort of like is looking around and sniffs, and sort of you find sort of a metal panel that was in the rock that didn't necessarily have any sort of markings or anything, but you can see that there are sort of two buttons and this metal sort of tower that fits really snugly and is connected to the ground itself. You sort of like point it out to Kanan, who's sort of like right.
I'll like ding my hoof on it and just be like, ding,
Okay.
ding.
And yeah, you can see that there's these two buttons.
What is it, girl?
And maybe
Billy
maybe
fell down the well?
I'm gonna go over and hit the bottom one.
All right, and then.
Oh, going down.
The lift
Elevator.
Yeah,
Come on, everyone,
lift
come on.
goes down, and everyone sort of tries to catch their balance as this thing just begins plummeting down, and leaving the torchlight, a little bit of torchlight behind. And as you're going down, you can see just different striations of rock and veins of different minerals going sort of whizzing past and down, 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 down. And the walls are continually just scorched black all around, and it's becoming really hard to breathe at this point. Just every breath is burning at your throat and at your eyes. A sort of acidic chemical sort of compound, whatever it is. And you make it down, taking minutes, 2 minutes down, and then these sort of mechanisms firing to sort of slow your descent, and then you land at the bottom, and sort of two gated doors open, and you can see a corridor that then drops off, and you can see a sort of green glow, a green light that sort of comes up from whatever's below that you can't see. And Banner sort of turns to you, Sawyer, and is like, "So, what the hell have you brought us in here for? This is creepy."
I don't know. It wouldn't have been I would have had you all get out of here. I'm not sure if there's a way out this way. But we're trying to find out whatever the consortium is doing to this fragment. I think it has something to do with that.
All right. So you guys stop, and as your sort of eyes are adjusting to the light source being from complete dark, you can see that there's two consortium sort of soldiers' bodies on the ground about 15 feet away from the entrance. and one of them has been completely sort of torn apart, and seems to have some vines wrapped around them, and the other one as well is sort of has vines wrapped around his neck, and they're still not moving.
Do they look familiar? Those vines?
These vines, sort of, you go up to look at them.
Get a little bit close, and then I send Peter the rest of the way.
Okay. All right, so Peter moves forward, and there are these red roots that have just a hint of sort of blue veins along them. And as Spider moves closer, they twitch a little bit as if sensing life.
Back, Peter, back. All right. Well, what do we do, everyone?
Yeah, and as you look, you can kind of see that the ground is sort of covered with these sort of roots that go all the way to the edge of the green light.
I say, you said there's like a drop off, and the light's coming from down.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone wanna? I'd be willing to scale down. If you guys can hold onto a rope.
Okay. Let's do it. I'll tie off a rope. I have a rope. Tie one off for him. Hold it up.
Okay. I'll like tie like almost like a rock climbing harness for myself.
Okay.
So I'm like if I let go, I'm not gonna fall, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And then I'll start make my way to the edge, and kind of avoiding the vines as I go.
Okay. As you're making your way over, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me to see how well you can move amongst these. It's
gonna be a dirty 20.
Roots.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So very carefully placing your lapine feet, making your way to the edge, and as you look, you can see this sort of curve of a pathway going down and out of sight, so you can't see where it goes, but almost a complete circle, but then it goes down below you.
Hey, there's a pathway. I don't know how comfortable you all feel with walking around these things, so I can keep going.
I made it.
Do we know about a way out? Are we just stuck here?
Well, I mean, we were gonna have to fight our way through those people anyway if we were gonna try and just go out the front. But we had to go down here.
I'm worried about the people we've saved.
Well, like I said, I didn't see a way. From the way we came, there was one way in, one way out, and people were coming in. So the only way I could think of was to go down.
Wait. We might have to retcut. This whole conversation is happening across. So either you went back, or you're yelling this across, like, you know.
How far was it to the edge?
About like 40, 50 feet to get to the edge, and then.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So did you go back to have this conversation, or are you sort of, you know, raising your voice to have
I'm raising my voice a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like super loud, but like.
Is it dark? Sorry, is it dark in this area?
It's dark besides that sort of green light, so it's like dim light. The green light is coming from beyond the edge that you can't see.
Okay. I'm gonna cast augury, guys. I want to see how this is gonna go with this path. If it's safe for us to travel down. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my tools together and do that.
I'm just gonna pass out some torches to people and light them up for them.
That's gonna take a minute here. While you're getting that ready, Tuvi, Sovereign, as you're sort of watching everyone sort of talking and seeing these people that you've never met, but seems that Sawyer and Tuvi know them. You hear behind you the mechanical contraption, and the gates close, and the lift goes up out of sight.
Oh.
Like
Great.
without us.
Yes.
And now we're stuck. How do you all feel?
I don't think we're stuck. I think they're going to be coming down here, except now we have a dangerous place right behind us.
Well, only one way. Forward.
I guess, yes.
Okay.
I'm
2v?
gonna drop my wild shape.
All right.
No more cat.
Very good. So 2v at that moment finishes putting out. What is it? What is it that are sort of your spell components here for this ritual?
It's I mean the component. It kind of has me show. It can make up whatever it wants to be this ritual for it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, this is me just in thought with my sword in my hands, holding it up like this. I'm trying to just tune into the resonancy of everything around me.
Gotcha. And so as 2v sort of holds the swords in front of him, it glows with this sort of white, almost a tint of blue, white light, and sort of with his eyes closed. And you can see all along this blade are these intricate runes. And suddenly it glows brighter, and the runes actually lift off the blade and sort of hover a few inches, and they sort of move and shift around. And 2v opens his eyes, and they're that same sort of white glow. And 2v, as you're looking at these runes and beginning to try to decipher them, what's the question?
The question.
Yeah, what is it that you're trying to divine here?
I mean, I can only get limited results, so I'm just trying to figure out how it will go if we try and walk through all these vines and go down this area. Just if that's going to go well for us.
To go through the vines.
Down the spiral staircase, down the path.
Okay. You seem to get the sense, like a half of the runes sort of reorganize themselves and become almost make a perfect square. They kind of like interlock and create this sort of order. And the other half almost look like a spider's web and sort of shift around and seem to be alive. And so you sort of get the sense that you're unsure that there could be good results and bad results of moving forward.
Well, guys, it could go either way.
We either stay here and fight, or we take our chances. What does everyone want to do?
Are we fighting the vines? Like what?
Yeah, at that point, Risa sort of speaks up and says,
Well, it seems that these consortium are quite equipped at dealing with these vines and roots. Some sort of fire, or
we seem to pass a lot of burning and scorching. I imagine these vines may not like that. Does anyone have any fire?
I cast produce flame on the vines, like right in front of me.
Okay.
If possible.
Where you do that, the vines sort of, and you can almost hear them sort of hiss as they sort of move away and sort of reorient themselves away from the flame.
I'll cast Firebolt at the other one.
Okay. So when you do so, they sort of scatter a little bit and make room for a moment, and then they are slowly going back to that position. But so it seems to be a temporary.
Anyone else
Okay.
have torches? Let's pass out torches and.
Yeah. Hold them low. Okay, so let's all light up torches.
Okay.
Light one.
So I'd say as you move forward and you're sort of shooting out firebolts and casting produce flame and sort of trying to keep these roots at bay, I would say make your dexterity checks at advantage as you're sort of trying to keep an eye on these roots.
I got another dirty 20.
Oh boy.
I see in a burglar's pack. Is there a torch in a burglar's pack? I think there is. I'm gonna look.
So I'd say anyone who rolled under a 12 or under, let me know.
I rolled an 11.
11?
12.
Oh
12?
no, Sawyer.
Okay, all right.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh, I have a hooded lantern that has fire.
I mean,
in it,
I have
so
I've
guess
an
I can do that.
I think I have an extra. I think Explorer's Pack have multiple, right?
They all come with 10.
Yeah, I can give you a torch.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Sovereign, as you're sort of trying to make your way, you step on one of the roots that you didn't see that had begun to creep back over the scorch marks from Effie's produce flame. And it's not actually the vine that gets you. You all of a sudden feel sort of a prick at your neck, and you sort of pull at it, and there's this sort of like natural dart of some sort, and you feel a pulse of something go into your body. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me. Sawyer, as you're sort of going along, you can feel vines because you're so focused on trying to save your friends, they wrap around your foot, and you are currently grappled by some vines, your right foot, and they slowly are crawling up your leg.
Put a firebolt down at it.
All right, make an attack roll, and what was your Constitution saving throw, Sovereign?
12.
12. Okay.
That's good.
Sovereign, you are considered poisoned. So you have disadvantage on your ability checks and I believe attack rolls as well. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. All right. What would you roll for your attack?
25.
Whew. Okay. All right. And the damage?
9 points of damage.
9 points of
9.
damage. All right. Okay. You're successful in hitting off that one, and make one more dexterity check for me, as you sort of now it knows where you are, and so other vines are sort of trying to grow around your.
It's a 7.
Okay, so you guys can see that these vines, even though he's shooting firebolts at it, it's beginning to wrap around Sawyer's leg.
Can we assist? Like, can I produce flame at the one wrapping around his leg? Like, how quickly can we notice it? Or
yeah, no, you see that he's struggling at this moment. Okay, so you do produce flame.
I'll also come over with some my shears, and I'll try and chop them off of his legs.
Okay.
It's a non-natural 20.
All
It was
right.
a range.
Roll damage for that. And
Ooh,
Kanan,
8.
As you sort of move forward, Kanan, can you make one more dexterity check? As currently, people's focus are doing other things, and we're really focused on Sawyer. Make one more dexterity check. How much damage was it? 8?
8.
All right.
8 fire. Yeah.
Dexterity was a 17.
Okay. No worries about that, Kanan. With your produced flame, you're able to cause them to turn to cinders, but you do take 4 points of damage, Sawyer, as this sort of a flame is now destroyed the vines and the roots, but you did take some fire damage there. But you have those successfully off, and are able to make it the rest of the way across to the edge of this sort of area. Sovereign, you feel a little woozy and not quite as quick, and with your reflexes and sort of your mind feels a little slow, and just sort of your neck sort of feels really tight as if it's sort of fighting against whatever this is.
Is Sovereign?
Can you hear me, Sovereign?
What?
Are the vines around Sovereign too?
No, she got
Okay.
shot with some sort of dart.
Okay.
We better keep moving.
All right.
I think that's what we're doing, yeah? Or I think we're still moving, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. So then you guys make it go down this sort of pathway, still like good 10 feet wide, and make it down around where the green light is sort of getting stronger and stronger. Are you going quietly or going quickly?
Going carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
as
would
carefully
probably
as
say,
possible.
yeah, careful and quiet.
All right, stealth checks all around, please.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I got a 5.
Oh no.
12.
I got a 13.
Okay, everybody
I
else?
got 22.
Okay.
26.
Is that a train?
Sovereign.
Yes.
Sounded like a train.
Sorry. I got a 12.
How dare you have a train?
Yeah, it's mine.
Put your,
So
put your train to bed.
rude.
Put your
I'm
train to
driving.
bed. How dare you?
Okay. You guys make your way forward down this area, trying to be as quiet as possible. Effie, you were just a cow for forever. You just you stumble a little bit,
Such a klutz.
sort of cast a sort of a rock that sort of tumbles down and makes a little bit of noise, and you kind of let out a little curse, and but you're not sure if anyone heard that or not. But you continue forward, and you can see that the light now is, as it sort of opens up into this huge cavern, is sort of broken up by these almost looks to be like trees that are in silhouettes that are like probably about, some are 4 or 5 feet in diameter. One of them is like 10 feet in diameter, and some smaller ones that sort of mostly go up, but some of them sort of to the side. And then as you look a little bit further within the light and the sort of smoke that is coming from that area, you can see there are more of these sort of huge sort of trunk-like things going up the ceiling.
Recognize these, like, are these at all reminiscent of Emerald Glen trees?
Make a nature check for me.
Oh, yes. Yay. 21, not natural.
Okay, sort of from this distance, they actually look to be, as you're sort of looking close.
I'm gonna like slowly, hesitantly walk up to the edge.
Okay, make a
and
stealth
try
check.
to like look.
I'll go with her.
Okay, make a stealth check, please. Sawyer.
I just want to whisper to Captain Kremlin. Did you overhear anything about what they were doing down here? What were they having you search for? What were they having you down here for?
I wasn't one of the workers here. They were questioning me for days about our ship and whatever we saw. So, but I did hear that that they were mining sort of the core of the heart of something, and that it was dangerous work, and many of the different workers eventually succumbed to this smoke and the acidic sort of burning their lungs. I never actually was working down here, but I saw many of them sort of carried away I don't know where. What were the stealth checks?
10.
10.
17.
17, okay. As you're sort of very carefully going to the edge, as quietly as possible, let me show you what you see.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
I love when it's showing.
I'm honestly so scared.
Can't be good.
Okay.
It's just a one bedroom.
Mark, these maps are so good, dude. Well done.
Yes,
gorgeous.
well done.
Oh my gosh.
It's
It's
a
the
one bedroom.
heart!
It's fine.
Well,
Don't worry, it's just a one bedroom.
That's the Indiana Jones boulder.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. Are we about
Is
to
that-
meet
is
Indiana
that-
Jones?
is that us on the board or
Okay.
others?
Tourists.
So, I know our audience can't necessarily see it, but you guys can on the Zoom. It's a little bit cut off. On the right is sort of this ramp, maybe about 4 feet wide, much smaller than the huge sort of ramps that you've been going down. That looks like it's constructed of like scaffolding that goes down and curves around. And as you're sort of looking over, you can see from this area here is where the green light is coming from. There's different sort of constructions, all this sort of mechanical, strange artificer sort of nature here. And see these roots that go up in the ceiling and disappear into the earth itself. And you see sort of like large mass that has a sort of core or sort of covering that has been seems to be ripped apart and sort of chiseled, and there's these different like pneumatic hammers and injection devices that are all around this dark mass in the center, and there seems to be mechanical wires and apparatus all around it, and it seems to still be glowing, though giving off the sort of blue glow that is much more dwarfed by these green lights, let me see here.
Can I ask
Go
if
for it.
this like reminds me at all of the thing that I saw fly out of the sky a long time ago? At all. It might not, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, make a nature check for me.
You see a Zapdos?
It was a ho-oh.
13.
You're not sure. You might have to get a closer look at what's going on here. And as you're sort of looking, there are sort of workers around this this sort of mass. Looks like they're playing with different wires, and some of them you can see casting spells. Also, often in the far corner, you see that there's some light emanating from that area, and you see a few figures sort of emerge from a sort of door where daylight is coming through. And as you're sort of peeking, you can see that there is sort of kobold-like creature down in this area that is going about some of the boxes, and you get the sense they haven't noticed you at this point.
Can I try and how high above are we from this?
You're about 20 feet up from the ground.
One foot up?
20 feet. 20 feet.
Oh, 20 feet. I heard 1 foot. I heard 1 feet. Okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay. Can I try and eyeball these these artificer glowing engine things? Just kind of. Yeah.
Make a
Let's see if I
perception
can
check, please.
eyeball
Can I guide him?
Yes, you can.
It's a D4.
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Plus 5 plus 1, so that's gonna be a 26.
Hey.
Okay. So you're
My
able to
gosh.
like also with your stealth check, just get a little bit closer and find a better view of what's going on here. And this is what you see. You can see there stands the crew, sort of about their work, sort of hurrying. They seem to be like they're trying to finish something. And as if they've been alerted to maybe what's been going on the surface. And different figures, as I said, coming through the gateway, and they seem to be grabbing some things and taking it through as if they're trying to leave. You can see the crew, they're inserting a drill into this sort of black mass that's glowing with this blue light, and getting it ready. And this 7-foot tall figure with these long sort of limbs and has 6 fingers on each hand, dressed in sort of this metal suit that you can't see the face of, sort of with all these brass sort of articulations and everything going about its work around this black mass. And you can see like acid sort of spew from its back every once in a while and hiss upon the ground. And you can hear, from your perception roll, you can hear a sort of gurgling noise coming from this creature. You can also, you could also see that there are rods sort of placed in the ground at these 4 points. And that's where the green light is coming from. They're sort of glowing with this green arcane light, and are connected to lines to the black mass in the center. And you can see this brass cloaked or brass figure activate something, and you can this black sort of acidic compound shoots from these injection tubes and onto the black mass in the center, and it begins to hiss, and the blue light is going just darker and darker and darker, and until it goes out, and signals to one of the workers, and they begin to position the pneumatic device, and it begins against this black mass, cracking it open. And you can see other workers kind of working to jimmy open, and black ichor just sort of pours from this wound. And the last thing you see here is there's actually a sort of I guess like an egg sac of some sort that has these viridian green veins all about it, and it seems to just move slightly as if it's breathing or sort of moving in its sleep. And it's almost as big as the black mass in the center. That's what you see.
What in Zafire is...
Okay, guys, whatever they're doing here, they are almost done, and I don't think we have much time. They're getting ready to leave, like, now. And whatever they're doing, they're almost done.
Shouldn't that worry you?
I'm very
Shouldn't we be stopping them?
That's exactly
what do we do then?
I didn't want
I can
to
cast
I just
fog
wanted to make
cloud.
I just didn't want to make an action without consulting.
Yes. I think we need to destroy that drill before they do anything with it.
I can obscure
Effie,
their sight
as you're
first.
sort of watching and they're talking, you can watch that sack on the side. The green veins sort of go along the ground, and one tendril sort of goes into the crack into the black mass, and sort of like peeks and like is sort of going inside and you lose sight of it.
Okay, I cast Moonbeam on the like thing that's alive. Unless it's less than 120 feet away.
I guess it's go time.
No, that's 120 feet away. The egg sack sort of looking thing, or the brass figure, or
yeah, the
what's the diameter on Moonbeam?
It's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay, got it.
So it's I want to stop the thing that's going into the black mass, essentially. So I want to do Moonbeam on that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I'm assuming it looks somewhat like the vines that we just went through, or not at all.
This looks not. I mean, besides the fact that you get from being a druid, you just get the sense that something is incredibly wrong about whatever.
Yeah, it didn't seem good. So I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. So on its turn, it has to make a Constitution saving throw, and beat a 12 I don't want it to beat a 12, but
a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
No, we rolled really bad. That's gonna be a 9.
Ooh, buddy.
So fails.
All right. So hell yeah, an 18 radiant damage.
That's how you drew it. That's how you drew it.
Yeah.
That's how you drew it.
All right. So this bright moonlight shoots down from the ceiling, shoots down, and like a spotlight onto this thing, and the vines just light up with this white fire, and it shrivels, and you can hear some sort of like almost scream reverberate through as you see the egg sac sort of draw away a little bit from this light, and you obliterate that tendril. Yes, and you have concentration on this. You can continue to do that. That's cool. Okay, so all right, so you guys are sort of you see Effie do this. What do you guys do?
Well, I
I'm
guess
casting Agonizing Blast right away on that drill.
On the drill, okay, all right. And I'm gonna say, you've got the drop on them, so let's go. You guys can go ahead and make your actions a surprise round here. So go ahead and roll your attack roll for the drill. Tuvi, Sawyer, Sovereign, are you guys doing anything? Kanan?
Yeah, I'll cast a death bolt at the drill as well, but that's a natural 1, so.
Yeah.
No.
I got like a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, 1 second.
Sovereign, Kanan.
It's an 11 damage.
11 damage. All right.
I am taking out my scimitar because I am low on my spell slots, and I'm looking around at what's going on.
All right. Got it. Got your scimitar out.
I guess I'll fire at the drill as well. Put my hand in my satchel. New bolt. And fire at the drill. Do I get advantage on this? On this attack?
I mean, the drill doesn't know you're coming. I guess, yeah, so it'd be sneaky.
I just want to make sure. That's going to be a 16 to hit the drill?
Yeah, that hits for sure.
And I get sneak attack on the drill?
I guess so, yeah.
It's up to you. I don't
know.
Yeah. That's 13 piercing damage to the drill.
Okay, so between you and Tuvi, this drill, it sort of shatters the bit of it, and even sort of the machinery that was holding it up sort of hits it to the side, and you begin seeing it smoke a little bit. So you believe the drill is out of commission at the moment. And with that, you see the figures down there sort of scattering, looking around. Some of them they're not quite sure where this light is coming from, and they look at the drill. You get the sense they don't exactly know that you're here yet. But they are on the alert and are trying to figure out what's going on.
Cool.
Anything else you guys like to do?
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay. Well, the
And-
range on that is 30 feet. Is that right? Can you check that? You might have to get a little closer.
Yes.
Unless you're going to be doing it from around where you are.
Mm-mm. I am not. It's going to come out of the black ball in the center of the room.
Okay.
And it's going to say, very deep, loud noise. It says, "Leave now, or face my wrath."
Okay. You think that you could probably make the voice come from about here? Because you guys are off in this
Oh, that's
direction.
right. We're real
So
far.
You
Okay.
you could move closer, or you could have the voice kind of come from about here.
Yeah, okay. I'll have it come from there.
Okay.
As I see Sovereign doing that, I'll also cast Thaumaturgy and cause the rumble of thunder as that voice echoes out from the same spot.
And as they're doing that, I'm gonna start pointing at people and putting messages in their heads saying, "Leave now, leave now, leave now."
Okay. All right. I'll say everyone, or you three, make your intimidation checks. All right.
That's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh wait, you have it. Wait, but Sovereign, you have disadvantage, so roll again.
I'm done for. Leave now, please. Ooh woo.
I got a 19.
It's good because I got a 6.
Okay. Okay.
Now.
But at least a 19 in their heads.
Also, I think this goes without saying, but on the Vine's next turn, I would like to Moonbeam will happen again.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
so do it again then. Do they have to save again, or do they automatically? Let's see.
So it'll just stay where it is, but so at the beginning of its next turn, I know we're not in initiative, but like the next thing that Vine thing tries to do, I'm assuming they'll need to make a con save.
Constitution. All right, so that's a 2, so they fail.
I say if I'm able to take another action, I thought we were only getting the one round, but if I'm able to take another one.
Currently they're still figuring out what's going on.
All right.
16 radiant damage.
16.
Jeez.
What did they do to all the noise that we send at them? Yeah. The intimidation.
They seem more confused than intimidated. Like a few of them sort of dash into the sort of portal of daylight off in the corner, but they seem more to just be hurrying about their work, even more so, and sort of looking around. And one of them seems to have a good head about them, and sort of moves around off this way, and sees a bunch of you guys up top.
Don't be fooled by the people behind the curtain.
And sort of starts for a second. And
real quick, do I get the sense that these are all consortium people, or do I feel like maybe some of these people are prisoners that are being forced labor?
You don't see any prisoners down here.
Okay, I wanted to be clear on that. Let's kill everybody.
Yeah, you see some people dressed in consortium, but then you also see just people dressed in plain clothes, and then you see this strange sort of brass figure. But speaking of which, Sawyer and Tuvi, this figure that runs sort of towards you and sees you, you recognize them. You can see this tall, sort of gray, almost purple, light skin, and with these 2 piercing eyes and another 2 up sort of higher. And you recognize this as Commander Sirik, who had taken the EOS and had captured your captain and your crew and left your ship to its fate, to sort of the Black Cloud. And
Captain Kremlin, Banner, I think it's time for some good old-fashioned revenge.
I think you're right. And Banner sort of begins going down the ramp. Captain Crenoline kind of gives you a wry grin and starts heading down as well. And as Commander Sirik sort of holds up his hands and is like, all right, so we can talk about this. I tell you, whatever you want, we will pay it. All right, this place is going to fall about your ears. You need to listen to reason. And that's all he says on his turn at this point. So it looks like you were going to say something, Sawyer? No? Okay. So you could see Banner and Captain Crenoline sort of bounding down this ramp. What are you guys doing?
Hand in the satchel. I'm ready to go. Just poised.
I couldn't. Your audio was kind of peaking so I couldn't hear exactly what you're saying, Mark. What he was trying to say to us.
Oh no. Okay. No. He said basically like whatever it is that you want to be paid, we can make this happen. You don't know what's going on here. And I'm sort of yelling this out to you guys.
Okay.
And explain.
Yeah. Drop all your weapons and explain, guys.
All of you, drop your weapons, and I'll cast Thaumaturgy to make my voice booming. Drop your weapons, or we will kill all of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, if the vines get another turn, I will continue to keep Moonbeam on it.
Got it. You could see, you get a lot of their attention. A few of these moved forward around Commander Sirik, and one of them sort of moves around here. This figure sort of moves around to sort of keep an eye, but is still pretty focused on their work. A few this figure sort of goes through the portal and disappears. You seem to have their attention. They are not dropping their weapons, however. And Banner and Captain Crenoline sort of stop at the bottom of the ramp and sort of look to all of you.
Explain, Sirik.
There is a disease upon the heart of this fragment, and we are so close in disinfecting it, in being able to save this fragment from certain destruction. So if you just give us a little more time, you know nothing about our work here.
Do I believe him?
Yeah, can I check to see if he's lying?
Insight check.
Who's doing it? I'm gonna guide you. Just kidding, I can't. I'm concentrating.
Well, I mean, I got an 11, so.
I got an 18.
15.
Okay. What, 15 was the highest? Is that right?
No, 18.
18.
Hey, I'll do insight checks.
So it. I mean, if you're looking.
I don't trust anybody.
We were all suspicious.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. 22.
Okay.
Or 21.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
You get the sense that you see like sort of sweat coming down his sort of forehead. He's he got his hand on his rapier at his side. He's constantly looking back. You get the sense that he's stalling. You're not sure if he's. You don't know enough about whatever it is, but whatever's coming out of his mouth, he's just saying to get you to stop.
I don't know you, but I do know that this does not look good. It does not look like you're saving something. I'm familiar with blights, and this looks a bit like a blight.
Can I cast Web on him and his cronies?
Go for it. Yeah. All right, so that's
Okay.
a dexterity save? Is that right?
Yep, dexterity saving throw. The web fills a 20-foot cube. So I'm just trying to catch all of them.
Okay, all right. So this one here rolled a 13. What's your DC?
So that fails. 14 is my DC, so that fails.
Sirik rolled a 22.
Damn it, Sirik. He's the
other
worst
one. Rolled a natural 1. So, yeah, so these two guys here.
She's double webbed.
There's like even sort of pushing them up against that rock face and are just caught. But Sirik was able to sort of duck down low to the ground, almost just with incredible speed down to the ground and back up. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that is where we'll pick up next episode because we're getting so late. It's getting so late.
Okay.
And I'm trying to keep. I mean, we could keep playing, but we've been trying to keep the 10:30. So, but I think we got a really big battle coming up here, or maybe some interesting intimidation. We'll see what happens here. But here we are at the heart of the Fragments, and so we're gonna pick up in 2 weeks. It's getting good. It's getting spicy here. Thank you so much, everyone. Watching. I'm so excited to finally get to this moment and to learn more about for the Fragments of Eldoria and what is going on here in the firmament. So thank you so much for watching, and everybody have a great night. We'll see you next week with Ravenloft, our Gothic horror campaign.
All
right.
See you tomorrow,
everybody.
Insight Check.
That's right. Insight Check.
And Ravenloft episode 10 will be up on Sunday for those of you who did not get to watch last episode, which is most people because it wasn't up. So
that's right.
Sunday.
That's right. The second half. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, good night, everybody. Bye.
Do you love creepy ghoulies and fun monsters, but don't think there are nearly enough of them in Dungeons & Dragons? Well, then do I have the show for you. Because me, Dr. Ricardo Blade Diaz, is going to be Frankensteining brand new monsters just for you in my brand new show, Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Monsters Lab. Coming soon to Character Play. Monsters Lab.
Do you need help coming up with an awesome backstory for your gnome warlock? Or maybe you're about to DM a long-term campaign and have no idea where to start. Don't worry, we got you covered. Check out Demystifying DnD, our show where we break down concepts around D&D to make the game easier and more fun for you and your players.
This is Inside Check Live, the live show where we get to know the players behind the game. I'm your host, Ricardo Blade Diaz, aka Mr. 305.
Go behind the scenes.
Wow, it sounds so official when you say that. I love that.
Wow, this is so much fun.
Meet the players.
It
is okay.
Yeah.
It is okay to feel your
Get to know the artists.
Me too. I want to do a queer bent Cyrano de Bergerac.
Interact with the cast.
Mold yourself as you're moving through time.
Get the play-by-play from last night's game. Streaming live on Instagram every Tuesday. We here.
1 hour, one shot. That's right, we just have 1 hour to complete a one shot. Now I know this is not technically an hour, this is a minute, but I thought maybe the parallel would work on that front. Do you understand it?
It doesn't.
Okay, so basically, in 1 hour, we are going to come up with a one-shot outline that you can use for any one of your D&D games or even a full campaign. Makes sense now?
Okay, wait, so is the one shot a 1 hour campaign, or is it?
No. We're going to come up with the outline for a one-shot that you can use. And then the best thing is, in the month leading up to the next episode, we will write out that one-shot that you can then find on DM's Guild. Huh? You understand it now?
Okay, but that's 1 minute. You say you're doing this in 1 hour?
Yeah, it's going to be a 1 hour, one shot. That's why it's called that.
So you're going to do it completely in 1 hour?
Yes, we're going to come up with the outline in 1 hour.
You're going to do it in 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour. Okay.
As opposed to 1 minute.
As opposed to 1 minute. Not 1 minute. Oh,
I don't really
my.
This is the land where light
is crushed. A land where heroes fall. When the mists come for you, will you stray from your path? Will you kindle the embers of hope, or be lost to the darkness? As you stare into the void stares back and reaches out to clutch you. Your nightmares come to life and stalk your every step. Morality is as gray as the mists that always seem to surround you. Will your better sides prevail? Will you seek to aid the people of Barovia? Or will you succumb to the shadow that rules this land? After all, no one leaves Ravenloft entirely intact.